How's everybody doing? I am a just trying to see if I can get into this. Hope everybody's good. Should be feeling really sort of a little wonky with this full moon. Maybe like you're depressed and you don't know why, or maybe you're just not sure what's going on with your emotions and things like that. Definitely things are happening with the full moon. This is a beautiful full moon because it's considered a flower moon. Yes, a flower moon. And that flower moon is to basically happens in the spring. And I'm trying to do this, you guys. I am just not tech savvy. Um, that it brings a lot of sunshine, it brings a lot of energies, it brings a lot of things that to grow. Okay, so that's what this full moon is about. Let me see if I can get in here because I want to see the chat. All right, all right, all right. Well, good morning, good morning, good morning, or is it good afternoon, wherever you guys are from. Hopefully, because my glasses, I finally went to the eye doctor and got a prescription for new glasses. So I'm getting new glasses, guys. Welcome, welcome, guys. So, full moon, and I am going to go through each. I'll have to timestamp it later, and I don't know how. Somebody moderated one time for me. I don't know how they did it, but they did all the timestamps and posted it for me. So I was like, "Wow, thank you so much." I don't know how to do a lot of this stuff. I just love to do the readings for you guys. So let's see. Hi, Batman. Hi, Felix. I love these names. I call you guys my warriors. You guys are my warriors. Love it, you guys. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. Don't forget to share if this is, a tarot reading you do like. Share it with your friends. I'm a small channel, but I would love to grow. I would love to leave my day job. I work for Disney, and it's a corporation, and it's really really hard. Although, you guys, I thank you if you go to my leather channel, because I am growing big there. So I'm really happy about that internationally too. I was like blown away. So I am really grateful for that. So let's get started. I'm feeling a little lightheaded. I was feeling fine this morning, but the more I meditated on this reading and asking to make sure that signs and messages come through for you guys, I got to a little lightheaded. So there's a lot going on with this full moon of energy wise, even though it's like we call it a little micro moon. There's a lot of things in transformation of your energies and your mindset, your thoughtfulness, of course. But this has to do with sort of like a check in with yourself, whatever that is for you. Definitely, it's not a transformation time so much. It's more of like checking: am I on the right path? Am I on the right? Am I going where I want to go? Am I doing what I want to be doing? Again, there's a lot of energy around checking in with yourself because a lot of us are doing things that we want other people want us to do. Okay. And that's not our authentic, what we're built for here. So a lot of the times that starts even as our childhood, where we grow up, where we do everything everybody else wants us to do, from our parents and everything, from our belief systems and everything. And let me tell you, I'll tell you right now, that was really hard for me. Really, really hard for me. Yes, 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 yes. Because we grew up Catholic, okay? But I was different. And I would ask questions to the pastor that he would not answer or could not answer because they were at more of a supernatural level. Like, why don't we talk about Revelation? Why don't we go through this? And what happened to this? And why is it? Because it doesn't say anywhere, and I was so young, I didn't read the Bible, that kind of a thing, but I had all these questions that the nuns and the priests couldn't answer, so I felt like, this isn't right, something's not right for me and my belief system, whatever you believe in, that is. The church. Let me tell you, I did because something was off with me because of my mindset and my mind. And I was saying, okay, there's more to this. There, I'm not being told everything. Nobody's talking to me about this. That why are they being so secretive about this? And I knew there was more. And I didn't know being an empath and everything was that back then, but I knew things I shouldn't know. So it was like, why can't you tell me? Until I went years and years and years. And I even, when I lived in Japan for a year, I even took the Bible and read it cover to cover. And I'm like, okay, I get this, but why aren't you answering these things that I have questions about supernaturally? And nobody would until I went to a church and they said, oh, you honey, you have discernment. And I'm like, what's okay? And I felt like somebody finally understood. And it's like, could I go and reach out to them and say, how do I deal with this? How do I but they were like, "No, you just have it." They couldn't answer it. So finally, after meditation and stepping out of organized religion, not saying that it's good or bad or whatever, but I don't believe in religion. I believe in a spiritual base, and that could be anything. But the thing is that I was able to then do my own research. And after meditating and coming back, this is why I'm saying this is because you have to check in with yourself because we do things because people want us to do them all the time, but we take and step back and we don't allow ourselves to be ourselves. And so I finally did my own meditations. I researched Eastern ways along with Western ways, things of that nature. So open yourself up to looking into the mirror and oh my gosh, looking into the mirror and basically saying, who is this person? Am I being me or am I being somebody else that wants me to be this way? This is a time of check in, okay? And this is also at the burst of magic. This is Divine's message to you guys. It's the burst of magic. Okay, and then the thing is the lotus is oh my gosh, the lotus is such a beautiful flower. And again, we're in the flower moon, so this is a time to blossom, explore, check in with yourself and be honest with yourself, brutally honest with yourself. Are you living the life that you want to be living? Period. Financially, relationship wise, emotionally, your job, everything. This is a time to check in. And because we have the let's see if 48, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This 12 is number three. So we're number three. We have bringing things together. And this is something that's going to come because we have two moons this month, guys. We have the one on the 31st, which is called the blue moon. And then the one today is called the flower moon. I'm on the West Coast, so we're not quite into it. What time is it here? 10, 11, 12, 1. So if you're on the East Coast, I don't know where you are internationally, but on the East Coast, you're already hitting that full moon. And remember those full moon energies that for the last 3 days, have you been sort of off a little bit emotionally? Like, why am I all of a sudden sad? Or it's like a cancer, like getting a roll, the cancer sign, they get a little roller coaster of moods and things. And that might have been these last couple of days for you. It was for me because I had a lot of energies in there that were just bouncing off. Plus, I have other things to do. Oh, Lotus is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Isn't this just beautiful? Oh my gosh, it's just beautiful. And the center of this card here that the divine every time he shows me the lotus, because it's a burst of magic, we have to create that magic. Okay. He's saying nobody's going to do it for you. And I hate to say this, I'm not being rude. I'm not being a boomer. I'm not being, oh, she's old. She wants to say whatever she wants. She wants to be a Karen, blah, blah. No, I'm saying this out of truth. Nobody gives a crap if whatever you decide to do, you want to do. Really, nobody does. You hold yourself back from doing whatever you want to do because at the end of the day, nobody really gives a crap. When we die alone. We don't die, there was somebody who said, we don't die with bunk beds, a casket as bunk beds. We die alone. And so the thing is, we're on here for a short time. And if you know my channel, we talk about time as a precious commodity, and you don't have a lot of time on this earth and to utilize it and do it and be the person that you want to be, that little person in the center there, okay, that one that you can barely see. Yeah. And yeah, manifestation is basically you have to create the manifestation. It's not going to come where I'm just going to sit. You have to manifest what if I'm looking in my phone, I see me. I need to manifest what Patty is, what I was designed to do. Leather, teach, be a mentor, be a inspiration. That is what I do. Did I find that early? No. I found it probably in my 30s. But I do anything about it? No, because fear took in. So if you're looking in the mirror and you're sabotaging yourself, it's out of fear, 100%. I will tell you, when I coach, it's always 100%, right? Yeah. Yeah, can we pull a U-Haul? No, no. And we will be talking about finances because finances are part of this full moon as well. Definitely. The fire prince, this is the energy for this full moon today. The fire prince, it's the number 4. Again, checking in, building that foundation, building where you want to start today. Stop looking at the past. You know, I repeat that all the time, but it's about optimism and aggression. Okay. Aggression can be in a positive form, like the sword energy, or it can be in the negative form. So you really want to be, aggression can be in the negative form. It's assertive, it's not a very nice thing. You're pushing and you're trying to manipulate, that kind of thing. Whereas if you're being assertive, like with your boss or something, you're just saying, you know what, I that's not my pay grade. That's in your pay grade. I don't, I mean, you would never say this like this, but you want to say, hey, no, I have a boundary and this is what I was hired for. Yes, I want to be a team player. However, that's above my pay grade. So, unless you want to give me a raise, that kind of a thing. You have to make the boundaries, and being a little bit more assertive in a positive manner, than being aggressive, which is in more of the. So that's why optimism and aggression is on there, because it's how you handle every single situation, relationship, job, finances, and everything. And I just heard, I don't give a shit. I don't know who that's for, but somebody said, well, I don't give a shit. And I think that's what they're saying, is we should not give a shit what anybody else thinks, because this is my life, this is my journey, this is what I want to do. This is, I mean, I sit there and I watch people, I blow people away. I'm a boomer. Everybody thinks I'm conservative. I accept everybody for anybody. And you know what? I watch RuPaul. I love RuPaul. I love those kids in drag. They are expressing themselves. What really is sad is that they have to hide themselves. And this is what I'm telling you. Don't hide yourself. Who gives a shit what society thinks? This is your life, your journey. Be free in who you are. I don't know who this is for. Boy, I got goosebumps all over the place. All right. But this is a emotional check in for yourself. It's not to be overwhelmed. It's just to check in with you, okay? And be optimistic about where you want to go and what you want to do and who you want to be with, okay? Boy, I don't know who that's for. The people are, oh, psycho. Well, you have to love every single person, but it doesn't mean they have to be in your journey. And like me, I've become not more of a hermit. It's just I really be careful when I go out anymore, because there is a lot of negative energy out there. I'm an empath. I don't want to absorb that. I don't want to pop my bubble for a second and say something I didn't mean, because I want to walk in love. I want to walk and share and be loving and caring, whether they are to me or not. I can't control how they be, but I can control how I am. So whether they're psycho or not, I have to say, I can control me. You go right ahead. We have a lot of developmental disabled people that come through our store. Again, you guys know I work for Disney. But the thing is, a lot of people will not even go near them. A lot of people will be afraid of them, and these are they come in with their handlers, and they just want to have Disney experience, right? So, but the thing is, people are fearful. They say it, we got to give it. All right, all right. Sorry, guys. It's my day off at my day job, but I am so booked with leather work. I can't remember who I booked appointments with. So bear with me. I'm looking at my phone, just making sure that nobody's at the door or something. Okay. But if this does break, I will be doing every sign separately: Virgo, Leo, all those today. So if you're not subscribed, I know some of you are. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, because sometime in the day I'm going to come on live and do those. I don't have time to what do you call it, record them and then go ahead and edit them and then put the thumbnails on and all. I don't have time for that. I would rather do it live because the energy is right now. So I love it when I do them live. So and I'm not popular probably because of it, but I don't give a shit. Okay, so let's see what's going on with this new moon. Okay, we're new moon in Scorpio. So, Scorpio is Scorpio's full of like a lot of resources. They're definitely more in this moon, more financially figuring things out with that Scorpio energy. So let's see what's going on. I don't know if there will be a lot of pentacles here, but again, it's checking in. Maybe you need to check in where your finances are. Maybe you need to check in. Hey, do I need to pay off that credit card to bump my credit score up? Unfortunately, I don't know. If you're from another country, do you guys use the credit? We're in America and we use this really stupid credit system, and I could go on to that forever. But if you use the credit system in your country, let me know, because I know I lived in Japan and they didn't. They went by your word and your honor and things like that. And here, if you do one wrong thing, it'll drop your credit score like to no tomorrow, and then you're screwed trying to get it back up again. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous system, but unfortunately, it's a system that we can't control at the moment. So maybe it's just checking in on that for you. Okay, maybe you're in a relationship. Ooh, okay, if you're in a relationship, this is for you. You guys need to get on the same page as your finances. This is sort of like a breakthrough moment for you guys, saying, hey, you know what? We're probably spending a little too much money over here. How can we back this up? Because I don't know about you guys, but the gas prices are killing me. I'm paying $400 just to go to my work and back for gas a month. And I used to spend like 250 bucks. But the thing is, we need to check in with our finances. And if you're a couple, I'm feeling like somebody's off page. You're in the same book and same chapter, but something's slightly off, and maybe you need to tighten something up. I keep hearing the word tighten something up. So, yeah. Oh, nice to meet you. Welcome, welcome. Okay. So, in this reading, we've got the Queen of Cups first out. And then we've got the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so there is some balance issues going on financially, but also, uh, and I heard buy out of needs, not wants for somebody. Somebody's buying wants, 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 wants. You got to rein that in. Somebody has a shopping problem. Get offline for a while. If you're stuck on Amazon, and let me tell you, we've got ladies that literally say, I'm addicted. They come in and they return so much, $600-700 worth of stuff. And I'm like, seriously, wow. It's like, can you stop your addiction? Or can because they don't understand that when you return something, we may not be able to sell it at full price. So we're screwed. We lose money. So something like that for somebody is going on. I don't know what that is. Looking more optimistically, saying, hey, yeah, do I really need that right now? Or, is it reaching my goal? I'm doing that with my, it's going to get me to my goal in 3 months. No, it's not. I put it back. It's a discipline thing. Thank you. So they're saying there needs to be some discipline for somebody. Okay. Because right now it's off balance. Not listening to yourself. You're not, you're you're letting your feelings control you more than you control your feelings, okay? So the night but it's something that we have to learn to do, okay? Because this is the Knight of Pentacles. She's like, I don't know if I want to do that. That might take some discipline. Oh, I wouldn't be able to get my nails done. Oh, I wouldn't be able to get my hair done. Oh, no, the Knight of Cups, you've got to move baby steps with that. You love pizza? Pizza's good. I owned a pizza restaurant in Japan. I've designed some menus and recipes and stuff like that. Pizza is one of my favorite foods too. Besides Japanese food, it's one of my favorite foods. And barbecue. Oh, I love barbecue. But the thing is, you really have to maybe have pizza once a week or once a month or whatever it is. Again, this might be a health thing for you. I'm not quite sure. But we got Temperance in the middle, and she's definitely about um with the number 4 in here, ground, but you're like, oh, it's going to take forever. But when you allow the universe and when you allow divine and when you allow this energy to come in, which you have to surrender something, that's why when you lose weight you got to do that too. You've got to allow that to come in, okay? So we have the King of Cups next to that, okay, but he's not facing. He's facing the King of Swords. Wow. A lot of power energy here with communication, guys. A lot of power energy. Okay. This is a lot to do with what is it right now? The Aries stellium. So you've got which planets? I got to peek. Mercury, Mars, Saturn, Neptune. Those all those planets right now, it's almost like you're impulsive. You want to be impulsive. It's not a really good thing to do. It's almost like fight or flight. I heard fight or flight. And the only reason I'm hearing that is if there's a confrontation or something that you need to do, you're like, well, I'm just going to say it. Don't. You really have to sit back and pay attention to what you're thinking before you say it. Okay, guys? This is that Aries psyllium that's going on right now. And you need to rein it back and say, hey, I don't impulsively want to do this. Don't impulsively want to say, don't impulsively buy this. I don't know. Boy, somebody's really got finance and buying that kind of thing. Sorry. ADHD. That yeah, my girlfriend, my daughter's boyfriend is ADHD, and he's finally getting his meds under control. And he does things very impulsively, and it's part of what he has. And so we're trying to teach him and train him that, with the medication, certain things that you can sort of now focus in on because his mind is all over the place a lot of times. It's extremely brilliant. His IQ is way up there. He's probably on the spectrum a little bit because he's so brilliant. But the thing is, it does take so really, if you're that's a medical thing that you really do, right? All right. So we got the sun in the very end. Beautiful energy. It's going to come. This is a breakthrough time. Somebody is going to sit down and really think for themselves, okay, what do I need to do? I'm checking in, and maybe you need to write it down on paper and be really optimistic. Don't be pessimistic and start making excuses. I keep hearing excuses, 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 excuses. Don't make excuses. Just go ahead and say to yourself, hey, if for example, I'll say I want to open a store. Oh, I don't have the money to do that. Oh, there's resources out there, but no, my mind wants to go to, oh, I don't have the money to do that. Oh, I'm too old to do that. Else run it. So, don't give yourself those excuses. So, anyway, in that manner. All right. So, let's see what else we've got going on this, and then we'll run to your each sign. Definitely got to start paying attention, have some patience. um really strong energies again. Here we go with that optimism and aggression with the Knight of Swords, or the King of Swords, excuse me. Okay. But I love this energy, the sun and the moon. Then that's where the patience comes in. Oh, thanks. So I heard reap the rewards. You will reap the rewards. Okay. And that is something that definitely will happen for you. You just have to, again, work on it. For somebody else, the balance is off financially, and you've got to rein that in. All right. Let me see what else is coming in here, energy wise. Anything on the other side that gives me some downloads, some drop ins. All right. All right. Let's see. Oh, beautiful energies. Oh my gosh. Holy Toledo. Holy Toledo. You got a lot of ones here. So newness, things starting new, things starting brand new. For somebody you can't see it right now, you've got the moon. And it's sort of been creeping up on you a little bit, but you haven't noticed it. But it's something that you want and you desire, and you have a passion for, that you just have been sort of working towards, because again you've got the one, okay, you've got the ace of cups, and you've got the ace of wands. All right, so you've got to start telling yourself, yes, this is something I can do. This is that optimism versus aggression. This is negative versus positive. It's all that energy. And then it's also the three of cups with the two of pentacles. Okay. Tell mine, tell mine. What is it? Tell mine. You keep doing that. I don't want you to keep doing that. This is a general reading now. Come on. Don't try to hog all everything. But my lunar, K-pop demon hunters. I'm not into games. I don't even know what K-pop demon hunters are. Thank you. I appreciate that. Bat mom. Thank you. Thank you. I don't have a moderator, so I don't know how to kick them out. I don't like that at all. That's saying me, 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 me. It's all about me, 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 me. I don't give a shit about anybody else. It's about me, 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 me. I don't like that. And I'm not going to answer you if you keep doing that. All right. All right. Right now we're doing the general for the full moon. Then I'm going to go into your signs. So again, this is going to turn around. Again, this is a breakthrough. You have to really listen to what you need to check in on. Okay. Yeah, that you really need to check in on it. The thing you're going to have to be really careful about, again, we're back to that balance again. For someone, you can't you can't be blunt in what you need. It's like my mother used to say, you get more with honey than you do vinegar. If you're talking about a relationship, if you're working on something, again, if your finances aren't, this is a check-in point on your relationships. This is a check-in point on your job. This is a check-in point on your finances. This is a check-in point on you. So this means that you really need to decide what it is that you want to do, set some boundaries and things of that nature. But you got to be careful. You only can do one thing at a time. So what the two of pentacles is saying is that you can't say, well, I'm going to do this. It's sort of like a resolution. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to get healthy. I'm, going to do whatever. You can't do three, four things at a time. Focus in on one thing and do that. All right. So really be mindful in how you're playing the game of your life. It's your life, it's your journey, and how are you playing that game? Okay, you're gonna win. You're gonna win no matter what. You know, but the thing is, how are you going to win? And how, if you want to win for what you want, not what somebody else wants, not how you were raised, not what is it? Because somebody out there is just like me, was raised a certain way. And again, check in point on that. You're building a foundation, is what you're doing. All right. You're building a new foundation. This is breakthrough time, new foundation. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Are these upside down? No. So, Five of Pentacles. and the King of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So it's time to do that. So because you got to return these. Somebody's not. So they're not taking the opportunities when you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You're not taking the opportunities in how you can better your life, how to be you. There's so many things that are happening. And I'm sorry, you guys, but Google, and I wouldn't use AI because my daughter told me how much water it takes in some cities. Oh my God, are running out of water to run these AI things. So I try not to Google, you just use Google. But the thing is, there's so much on there that you can learn. And my God, you got YouTube and back in the day, we only had books and libraries. Now you got it all at your beck and call, and you can whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. It's like one of my workers at work. Oh, I love the hearts. Thank you. Hello. Um, at work is so disgruntled and everything, and he's looking at everything negative. But the thing is, you have to be optimistic about what you want in life. What is your passion? What is your goal? Oh no. You have the opportunity to go to Japan and teach and learn a new culture. Yeah. Aren't you excited? Yeah, it's what I want to do. I'll guarantee it. He's going to have some trouble over there. He's got to get excited because when we go to live in another country, we're a representative for that country, right? You guys are so funny. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. I love you guys. All right. So, got off track. So, let's get checked in. This burst of magic, we're looking at her. She's not invisible. You're not invisible. Be visible to who you are, what you want. Be optimistic. Look into that, for this next week, the first part of the week. All right. We want to be optimistic about it. All right. I love it. You guys got some things going. Be really careful though. Somebody I think is really working too much, and they're doing too many things. So if you're doing 2 jobs or 3 jobs or whatever, okay, now I know you might not being true when you said that many hearts. But the thing is, you got to be true to yourself. Okay, you really got to be true to yourself, and go from there. Okay. Again, while I'm shuffling for each sign, is okay if you guys want to tell me how many signs are on here. Who's Just give me your sign and I'll do that. If there's a lot of them, I'll do that sign first because I know everybody's got it. Time is precious and I don't want you to waste it. So we can try to do that sign first. Yeah, religious and being spiritual is different. Is there any way, can somebody tell me how to block this dude? Let's see. Remove. Thank you. Thank you. Let me see if he pops back on. Hang on, hang on a second, guys. I got to get rid of this joker. Perfect. They always got a troller, there's always a troller. I'm working on that. I'm a boomer, so hang on. I just don't want to, hide the wrong person. Can report that person. Okay. Hopefully I did something. And if not, I'm not worried about it. Okay. But while I shuffle, is there any question? This is going to be a little bit of a long um, session, but we're going to keep the Divines card out for your energy. Let's see here. Did it work? I don't This dude's a loser. I hate to say that, and I don't like to say that, but you know what? When you got when it's all about you, and you know you're disrespectful to other people. I'm huge on that. I'm an old person, so you know we were raised with big integrity, and morals and values. And when you don't do that, get the frick out of my face. You know. Anyway, all right. So, let me close my eyes for a second. Let me hear what signs I need to do. Water signs are coming first, so I'm going to go ahead and do Cancer first. Then we'll do Scorpio, and then Pisces. All right. So, water signs and Cancer. Water signs and Cancer. What messages do you have for water signs and Cancer, please? If anybody wants to come through with a download or reach out to a loved one, you can do that at this time, to give a message. All right. So we have the cosmos, we have creativity and vastness. It's the number 5. Okay. So for Cancers, uh, you know what? That's a tough one for Cancers because the number 5 has to do with stability. Um, and Cancers like to the Cancers in this element, because we're in the full moon, it's a very energy moving, I don't know how to put it other than moody. I guess that's the way that it is. Why is these doing this? So they're sort of moody right now, and they're sort of lost in their own thoughts. But again, we have to look at checking in. Why am I feeling this way? Why am I thinking this way? Um, Oops. Sorry, my dog's down there. No, you can't have the cards. I know, I know. Oops. I think I just broke my chair. I'm on a little chair. Okay, if you want me to bring these out again, please go ahead and bring those. All right. But it is moody. It's sort of like an up and down. It's like uncertainty, not sure which way I should go. Again, this is a check in time. Thank you for that. Boy, there's that Temperance card. And we also have the High Priestess, communications on the bottom. Cancers, what's going on with you guys? All right, what's going on with you guys? Somebody's got a big decision to make, and that could be, you know, a big decision to me might be a small decision to you, or a small big decision to you might be a small one to me. Again, this is generational, this is different, this is where you are in life, this is what you need to be doing in your future, that kind of a thing. You've got Temperance, you've got the High Priestess. Ooh, you've got Strength. This is definitely a spiritual warfare with you guys. You guys need to put your armor on. And Cancer, something is pummeling you, and you really are going to have to pay attention. You want it to go away, but it's not going to go away until you face it. Again, this is a fear-based thing. This is a spiritual thing with you. Definitely. And this has a lot of feminine energy in it, in the way that you need to move forward. Because when I read this, when I have to read your sign along with what's going on with moon for general, I have to look at all the aspects. And that's why if you were in my brain, I can't even do my brain. But the thing is that this is definitely a spiritual thing that you have to decide what you are going to do. It's going to take courage. It's going to take, but it's a breakthrough for you. Okay. It is a breakthrough for you guys. Um, and it's something that you have wanted, but maybe you were afraid to share it, maybe afraid to go forward. Like something has been missing, and this is going to become an aha moment. Either you have been patient and you're like, okay, I'm ready. Okay. Or you're haven't been patient and you're like, okay, I need the strength to be patient. It's going to take a little bit time. It's like when you're trying to get out of debt. It's going to take a little bit time. You're not just going to go find $2,000 and get yourself $2,000 out of debt. It's going to take a little bit time. That takes courage, guys. That takes strength. Okay. So I don't know what cancer this is for, but definitely you're in a spiritual battle right now. Get that armor on. You're a warrior. Get it on. You can do it. You can do it. And this, okay, with the cosmos, remember your energy is vastness and number 5 and creativity. They're having me look at the vastness. So there's a lot of resources. There's a lot of things that you can do to, I don't know, what does that mean? Pull your girds up. What does that mean? I don't know where that's from. Boy, somebody's old. But pull your girds up. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. But the thing is, what I'm thinking it probably means is, come on, get your strength up, get your big boy pants on, get your big panties on, that kind of a thing. I think that's sort of what it means. But there's a way out of everything. Somebody needs a solution to something, and it's there. It's probably looking at you in the face because they had me look at the moon. Okay. And it's probably right in your face and you just can't see it. And the why you can't see it is because you've got all this distraction going on in your head. All right. Some cancer is just got to have that patience. Somebody's got their foot into something new and they're unsure about it. They're actually their own saboteur. Okay, you've got your foot in something new because we got a lot of number 5s. We got 2, we got 8 in movement. Yeah, something new. It doesn't feel comfortable. It's because you're new at it. Whatever it is, you're new at it. All right. Yes, courage. Definitely huge courage, courage, courage. All right. Let's get some clarification. Maybe I can get something. Somebody's definitely, now if you're single, this may relate to maybe this is what you're wanting. If you're in a relationship, this means that there's definitely, because we've got the 8 of Cups, 10 of Swords, the Lovers, 3 of Wands, and the 10 of Cups. A lot of opportunity for good things, but you might just have to have something end really quick. It might be a thought process. It might be stopping something. And you have to do it really quick. You have to rip that band-aid off really fast. Don't, okay, well, I'll do this today and then I'll do this tomorrow. And it's like, no, but I believe it has to do with a relationship. So if you're in a relationship that you shouldn't be in, rip that damn band-aid off real quick. Because if it's toxic, you don't need to be there. Okay, cancers, you don't need to be there. That's why the 3 of Wands is there looking out for your future, trying to tell you, hey, am I going to deal with this? Am I going to want to do this in the next year, 6 months, 5 years? Can I deal with this? Is this what I want my life to be, my journey to be? Because it's not. If you're in that relationship that's toxic, or you're in a relationship out of situationship, figure a way out. There's tons of resources out here. This is your spiritual battle against yourself. You're sabotaging yourself. And again, time does not wait. We don't have a lot of time, cancers, and you want to live your journey in your life the way that you can spend the time in love, in joy, and in helping others and being who you are. Okay. I don't know who that is, but cancers, you got things with a relationship. You got cancers with something either starting new. You've got something that you are afraid to share with somebody. This is a good time to share with the new moon energy. 3 more days of energy of the new moon energy. Time to share, time to have a breakthrough, get on the same page, or get off the pot. Not physically move, but make yourself move. Okay. So that's cancers. All right. All right. We're going to go on to Scorpios. This is what our moon is in. All right. This is what our moon is in. Let's see what Scorpio's energies are. I just realized how hungry I am. I haven't eaten. But I said, I got to be. All right. Scorpios, the sacred union, partnership, romance, and the number 9 with Divine's energy. Okay. Divine's energy being the burst of magic. This is springtime. This is a time for possible partnerships with somebody. This, it could be romance, yes. Not everybody's in romance. That's why I don't believe in people who do just love readings, because um, not everybody has that kind of romantic love or finding romantic love right away. Okay. And if you don't have that and you're reading it, and I'm going to have this, and you're going to have find somebody this week, and I just don't believe in that. I believe it's just a bunch of hooey. Sorry, I just do. That's just me. But we've got the Page of Wands straight out, something new, some brand new seedling energy. So maybe you're coming in to meet somebody. Maybe you have met that person and it's just starting for Scorpio. This might be no, you can't say that. So somebody said workplace romance. What? Okay, only if they're single, please. Gosh. Oh, wands. Definitely. Again, lover's card here. The two, well, not the lover's card, but the two of cups. Again, we have that. So definitely there's going to be a lot of communication here in the next week with someone to build a unity of some type. Okay, that's why I say partnerships and romance, and it's the number 9, so it's going to continue on for a long time. So put it this way: if you meet somebody and you're like, oh wow, I really like them, but maybe more for my brother or my sister or whatever. But this is a friendship that is going to last for a very long time. This is something that somebody's been thinking about. Somebody has been trying to, you know, what do you call that? It might be somebody that you don't even know or that's been watching you, or you're going to come into contact or whatever. But this is a good thing. This is definitely about building a relationship with someone, because you have the 10 of Pentacles, one of the best in the very end. I mean, and it's number 4 is in the middle of your reading, Scorpios, because it is the foundation. You have to build that solid foundation. You're not going to build it on sand, because you don't know if there's a sinkhole or if there's quicksand there or whatever. You're going to want to build it um, on something solid ground. Take your time with this relationship. It could be work, it could be a romance, it could be anything type of relationship. Take your time, because temperance was in our general reading. Temperance was in um, a couple of areas there. So definitely take your time. All right. Don't rush. People who rush, I hate to say this, but learn that person before you jump into bed with them. Really, really do. Just it's because if you don't, here's I can't make this up. Temperance, patience is definitely one of the things that they're saying today. Definitely. Okay. Queen of Cups, listen to your intuition, please. Both ladies, men, whatever pronoun you use, listen to your intuition. This is for your future. And again, we go back to our general reading, whereas we're checking in. Who am I? What do I want? Where do I want to be in a year? Where do I want to be in 5 years? Who do I want to be with? And then you become the person that you're supposed to, and you manifest that and you grow that. And you are the one that manifests it. You don't just sit on your loins and try to manifest it. 6 of Wands in reverse. So this means if you don't start working on yourself to get it done and find out what it is you want, because love is apparently somewhere around the corner really quick, you can't. You can't do this with other people. You have to do it alone. And right now you're counting on everybody else's opinion, and you're not paying attention to what it is you need. You got to listen to this intuition, this spirit. That's telling you what you need. That's what you want. Go look in the mirror, talk to yourself. I know it sounds crazy, but go talk to yourself. What is it that I really, really want? Spirit, what do I want? What do you want for me? All he wants is love, or, spirit's energy, but it just wants love for you and you to give love. And are you giving love? Are you really showing love, what love is to you? Or are you walking in fear and not showing love. Okay, because you're too afraid. Oh, if I say that, maybe they'll be away or run away. Oh, if I tell them I love them, oh, maybe that's just going to scare the shit out of them. Well, if it does, then it's not meant to be the person or the timing for you. All right, Scorpio. I hope that was helpful. I don't know if it was, but definitely would love to know if that comes about for you. Again, this is for the first week of May for the full moon. All right. So we're going to go to Pisces next. All right. I just got to watch my time here. Like I said, subscribe. If I don't get your sign done right now, I will be back later today live to do it. So subscribe and hit that notification all button. All right. Okay. We're on Pisces. Pisces, Pisces. All right. Okay, Pisces. Again, divine's energy is a burst of magic, and it is also the number 12. So is the number 3, bringing things together in the future, and actually a sort of a celebration kind of a thing. The Eagle King, the big picture, angelic help, and it's the number 3. Okay. So you've got 2 number 3s right there. So things are working in your favor. Again, you have to look at the big picture, not what's happening right at the moment. Okay. I don't know who that's for, but Pisces, that's sort of hard for you right now. And again, we have to think about this full moon energy of checking in. You're still in the 3 days. So 3 days after this full moon today, you're going to be in that energy and really pay attention to what you're thinking and what you're doing because um, there's signs coming in, angelic help. That's your guides and spirit trying to show you number 3 twice, bringing things together. Oh, yeah, beautiful, beautiful. The Ace of Pentacles. Somebody might have to, oh, okay, somebody might have a decision to go through a new way, a new career, a new job. There's an offering maybe, or maybe you're looking at something that somebody else is offering to you financially. Maybe you're into creative stuff and you make things, or you want to sell it on Etsy, do that kind of a thing, or I don't know what it is for you, but there is a door opening for you that with your finances. And again, this is a breakthrough time, right? So with the full moon in Scorpio, this is a financial breakthrough. This is something that you have to look at your income versus your debt. Okay, so something there for you. It's gonna really. Oh wow, wow, Pisces, Pisces. Oh my gosh, I can't make this up. Again, temperance. Okay, I'm not a magician. I don't know how to make cards pop up like magicians do, but it is temperance, patience. Now, somebody again, same as well, because we're in the water signs, is somebody has been working really, really hard and they're trying to release that burden. So financially, they are trying to release that burden, and it is going to come. You've got 2 number 10s. Something does have to give way to make something new come in, and it's moving. It is moving for you, Pisces. Whatever it is moving. You just have to either be patient or you have been patient about things moving forward, but you got to look at the big picture. Don't get discouraged. I heard discouraged. I'm really discouraged. I've been working really, really hard and I just don't see that I'm moving forward in any way, or it's just so damn slow that I can't it's going to release a burden of something. I don't know when because I am not God. I am not the universe. I am not your energy there. However, definitely um wonderful, wonderful things are coming to you. Don't be your own saboteur again. Check in with yourself, be optimistic with yourself, look at the big picture and ask your spirit, show me. I don't know how many times I've said, well, I call the energy God. I said, if you want me to leave my day job, you're going to have to show me some more financial. And I was specific. When you ask for something, you have to be specific. You cannot just say general. If I say, well, I want money, Okay, what kind of money? Where do you want to get it? Oh, gee, I could, a drug dealer comes up to me. Hey, you want money? I want to sell drugs for me. You got to be specific. So when I asked him, God, universe, I said, I need a large manufacturing job, consistent, maybe every month, to come through to show me that I need to do what I need to do at my day job and eliminate the stress. Less than a day, boom, manufacturing job came in. You are going to manifest, but it's how you ask the universe, how you not manipulate, maneuver around asking the questions. Because if you're too general, they're like, you're asking somebody on the other side, well, okay, what? And that's why we say, if you want me to pray for you, what is their name? You need to be specific and what it is that you need to pray for them. Pray for Patty. She has cancer. Please heal that, or send her light around her, whatever it is. But you have to be specific about it. Okay. I don't know who that's for, but that's how you're going to get released your burdens, Pisces. Whatever burden that is, you've got something really, really good, but you got to be open to listen to the signs. Okay. You got to be open to listen to the signs. All right. Yeah. Death. Definitely about your decisions. It's about decisions of which way you're going to go. Definitely. Death is I like death card because you have the opportunity to make a choice. Okay. Are you going to make a spiritual choice or are you going to make an earthly choice? You have to look at it again, check in with yourself. How am I living my life? Am I really living it in love? Am I living it for what I'm supposed to be doing? Spirit? Am I living it the way I should be? Okay. Check in, check in, check in. We got the Page of Cups, Five of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. Love it. Love it, because you have so much opportunity. And the Page of Cups is looking at death. So this is a new time to start something new because it's going to release the burden in a new thought process, a new change in your life, whatever it is, new check in. The Five of Swords. Yeah, you might have to stand up for yourself. You might have to say, you know what? Because this is my life, this is my journey, I'm going to do it my way, because you know what, at the end of the day, you're not in the grave with me, I am in the grave by myself. Okay. And the Nine of Pentacles, my ears just went on fire. Whew, they're hot. So this definitely has to be communicated, and somebody may not want to hear it, or they may need to hear it, because my ears are just totally on fire. And the Nine of Pentacles, it's going to show you with the Nine of Pentacles. The nine is an infinite number because whatever you multiply it by, it's always going to be nine. So the thing is, it's an infinite number. So you gonna see that, but you're gonna see the natural good side of things. You're not gonna see the materialistic side. Okay. You're gonna see what it brought you emotionally, what it brought you in your feelings and things, and it's gonna be gorgeous. It's gonna be beautiful. I'm so excited. It's gonna release some stress for somebody. It's gonna release some stress. All right. And it's the number 3 and the number 10. You can't get better than that. That is so amazing. Amazing. You got the 3 twice, the 10s twice. Amazing. Pisces, Pisces. To the air signs, we're going to do Gemini first. Gemini first. Then we'll go to Libra and then Aquarius. Is there anything else, Divine? We are on to the air signs. Gemini. Is there anybody from anything on the other side? Spirit, energies, Divine. Give me the downloads. Give me the message that you want for Gemini, please. Oh, come on. Okay, fine. Arrow Master. Hitting the mark, intention, and detachment. The number 10. Okay. The Arrow Master, hitting the mark, you know. This is why the 10 is that, because They want me to look at intention and detachment. Hitting the mark is going to be you and how much strength and courage you have to do whatever it is that you need to do. Okay. And it's something that's facing you right now. Okay. Because they're having me look at the picture and they said, what angle is he at? And he's facing. So, whatever it is, it's facing you right now, Geminis. Definitely, it is the start. It's blossoming because they're having me look at. Okay, thank you. They're having me look at the lotus flower, but they're having me. If you look at that, there's a star at the very base in the center. Okay, so what that means is that you have to be focused a little bit more of what's going on to hit the mark. Okay, I can't make this stuff up. Thank you for that download. It's beautiful. So you have to hit the mark. So you have to stay focused. You have to be sharp as a tack. You have to be paying attention. You have to be looking at the details. Okay. So when I've done archery for years, but not anymore. And you literally have to hone in on that, but then you have to hone in on it even more. And you have to be balanced almost perfectly and let go perfectly, because if you're up down all the way around, if you're thank you distracted, you're going to miss your mark. Okay, don't miss your mark. Hello, 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 welcome. We're on Gemini right now. All right, so you have the moon and the three of pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, interesting, and we have the Empress. Again, number 333. You've got three threes in this reading. You have a 10 and you have an 8. A lot of opportunity for movement, a lot of opportunity for bringing things together. But this is something that you need to apparently learn, or you have to teach somebody, because it's not something that's just going to come to you right, boom. Oh, I got it. Sort of like a download. Oh, got it. That's not going to happen. It is something, excuse me, that you may have to teach somebody, or this is something that you have to focus in on. Either you need to do it for yourself, or you need to teach somebody how to do it, because definitely working hard and getting to the details more of whatever this is, whether it's your relationship, your job, career, anything like that. Okay. I keep looking at my phone because I don't want somebody at the front door waiting. So again, I may drop off and have to. I don't think so, not quite yet. But I will be back live with all the readings today. But this is something that really you have to do in order to love yourself and move forward to getting the things that you want in life more, because all I keep hearing is distracted. They're distracted. They're distracted. And this is what's holding you back. Um, and the only way that you're distracted, that is you. I hate to say it, but you allow it to happen. If you're at work, for example, and somebody starts talking to you and you're trying to do something that takes mindfulness, you need to stop them and say, hey, not right at the moment. Give me a few minutes. I need to get this, because you've already been just distracted. So you need to stay focused, whatever that is, because that's going to get to where you need to go. Okay. Because somebody's trying to throw you off, whoever that is. Don't let them throw you off. Put the horse blinders on. Welcome. So if you're just coming in, we are doing, what are we doing? We're doing Geminis. We're in the air signs. Okay. All right. So don't let them throw you off. And somebody's really been thinking about something. Um, I'm trying to think to be articulate and mindfulness in how to say this. So I kept hearing their health, their health, their health. Somebody, you can remember if you're having health issues or if your body's not working right and you know it's not, or if it's really go get checked out. But don't listen to everybody else. Listen to what your body is telling you. Listen to what the professionals are telling you. Don't listen to anybody else. And the reason why I say that, it's almost like a hypothetical. If someone had cancer and they say, "Oh, you should go have chemo. Oh, you should go through the radiation," and you want to do it holistically, again, this is your journey. This is how you want to do it. Don't listen to all that. And I know it's stressful, but again, this is about learning and teaching, and this is about how to teach somebody else to back off. I hate to say that. Again, distraction, distraction, distraction. Okay? Because you have the King of Pentacles, you got the Four Swords. So there's a lot of distractions. The Nine of Cups is beautiful in the center, and the Six of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Okay? So something's coming really fast, with communication or information or something of that nature. And you this is great. I've got this. I know how to handle my life. I know how to handle my journey. I know what I need. And that's keeping the distractions out. We keep those distractions out so that we can actually move forward what it is. All right. Somebody's not communicating the things that they need to be communicated. Okay. If you're in a relationship or even if it's a friendship, and I heard family, you need to explain who you are and show them, verbally you with them. It's like in partnerships or intimacy in a relationship. If you don't share with your partner what you like, how are they supposed to know? Well, you should know how. You should read my mind. You should be able to know that well, you're a guy, you're a girl, you know what how to act and you know what to be. No, they don't. Mars and Venus, totally different. Totally different. If you don't share communication wise, because there is communication in here, you might have to do that fairly quick. That might be something that you want to do right now. All right, Gemini, because if you share that, the work becomes a lot easier. Okay, and you'll be able to move much more freely. And let me tell you, it's a burden off your shoulders, complete burden off your shoulders. And you don't have to think about it so much. Okay, you got the four of swords. Get the burden off. Share with somebody what you need to share. Don't wait. Don't waste time. Time is precious commodity. You know, we're on the downside of time. Because when you're born, you're already dying. You're on the downside. Don't waste the time. Don't waste it. Don't waste it with the people that shouldn't be in your life, superficial, friendships. Get in a good, healthy circle. All right, Geminis? Don't know who that's for. But something needs to be said right away. Again, that's a Scorpio energy. That's that building foundation. That's getting the resources and things of that nature, getting it all settled, checking in. Again, that's the general energy right now, checking in, and making sure that you're moving forward in the right direction for you. All right. All right, Geminis, we are going to go to Libras. Hello, Sarah. All right. I love these names. All right. Thank you for, boy, Bat Mom, thank you for being in here all this time. Wow. Most everybody leaves. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's go to Libra. And I have a friend in New Orleans that used to get personal readings. I haven't heard from her lately. She is a Libra in New Orleans. Hope she's out there doing well. Yes, I do personal readings. You can find them on Etsy too. If you have just a question, you go on Etsy. It's $4, and I give you a picture of the reading and an audio, and yeah, for $4. If you want to do a full reading, then you go to my divinewarriorintuitive.com and schedule a half hour, full hour. Definitely. Okay, so Libras, the Ice Queen. The Ice Queen. Ideas preserved, non action, and entitlement. It's the number 10. Okay. How is this in relation to the burst of magic, divine? How is this in relation for the Libras? How is this? Okay. So I'm hearing that somebody in your life, and they keep wanting me to look at entitlement. Okay. Libras. Is there somebody in your life? This is a 10. So is this somebody that you need in your life? Also, too, if you have ideas, do not share them, preserve them. I don't know who that's for. Don't take any action on them right now. However, keep them preserved. Keep them in your either in your mind, your thoughts. Don't say, "Oh, I got this idea. Let's go ahead and somebody's going to steal it." Okay. So whatever it is that you're working on, or you want to do right now, isn't the time to do it. So moving, somebody wants to move. Uh, and then we've got the emperor. Somebody's either, it's the number 6. So it might be in your thought process to move right now, non-action. If it's moving with somebody, be really careful. Do you know them well enough? Use that wisdom, that internal wisdom that intuition especially, and reach out to somebody who might be older masculine that has spiritual wisdom, because I heard they're not who they seem. That bothers me. They're not who they seem. Okay, if you want to share more with that, please come through and let me know maybe specifically what you're talking about. What do you mean by they're not what they seem? If you want to bring that through, I'd appreciate it. Okay, so we have the 6 of Swords, we have the Emperor, we have the 3 of Wands. It's unsettling energy. Okay, Libras, because we have the Hangman in reverse. He should be this way. So we have the Hangman in reverse. So things are unsettled. This is a energy that I feel like is coming towards you, that you need to just really be careful and think about your future of this person, of yourself. This is you. This is the number 3 in the middle. Okay, we got 2 number 3s. We got a 10, 2 6s, and a 4. So definitely want to, this, like I said, check in with yourself right now and ask yourself, whoever this person is that you're dealing with, is it a person that you would want to move forward with? My concern is that it's the Hangman in reverse. So manipulation to me, it's not being insightful. It's insightful for themselves. It's not insightful for the relationship. Again, this entitlement energy. Okay. And I see somebody on a sofa. I don't know who that is. It's like they're lazy, they're not getting a job, they're taking advantage. And it's creating you stress because that's not what you want. I don't know who that is for, Libra. It's like they're making excuses for the why they can't do whatever they need to do to either be a man or a woman to support themselves or help themselves financially. Okay. So be real mindful. Again, this is with this full moon energies. It is a check in. It is that Aries stellium energy where you have to be careful where you impulse speak and where you confront. All right. But this definitely is a confronting energy that is for your future. Somebody's trying to figure out how to be articulate and how to say it and what to say and how to say it. You just need to say it, period. Okay. All right. Queen of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. God dang. Eight of Cups, King of Swords. Definitely. So the Queen of Pentacles is definitely about a move in a process of money or a job or energy, that somebody's thinking about that. Could be, like an internship, school, that kind of a thing. It could be just moving to a different department, different location, of that nature. But you have the Emperor and the Page of Swords. But the Page of Swords is also looking to the future, and it's also looking at how hard you're working at something. But you've got the Eight of Cups with the Four of Swords, which means this is the opportunity to de-stress yourself. And the only way you can do that is through the tongue. And that is speaking what you need to speak. This is not an easy energy for you guys for this one, but it's a check-in point. And the great thing, it's a breakthrough point for you with the full moon. Okay. It's a breakthrough point for you guys, Libras, but you've got to take the action. Okay. You've got to make the decision of which way you want to go, what you want to do, how you want to do it. And you can do it. Don't be your own saboteur. All right. I don't know who that's for. But I love at the center of your reading, you have the Three of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles because you're working hard at it. Keep working, keep going, keep doing. Be your resilience, be your perseverance. Make it happen. You can do it. All right. All right, Libras. That is your reading. And we're going to go on to Pisces. Is it Pisces? No, Aquarius. I just did Pisces. We're going to go on to Aquarius. All right. All right. Let's go to Aquarius. Aquarius. Okay, Divine. We are moving. Oops, wrong ones. We're moving on to Aquarius. I'll be able to do, I think, two more. And then I will have to go for a bit. So if you're just coming on and you want your sign, subscribe, hit the notification button. I will be back on later today live. All right. And I'll have to figure out how to timestamp. Yes, Aquarius. Welcome, welcome. Any more Aquarians out there? I know, Felix. Leo would be nice. I'm going to have to come back. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to come back. Unless, let's see, Aquarius, what am I doing? I might be able to squeeze Leo in. I can do fire signs next, but I'll do Leo in. I'll try to do that for you. All right. Because I know you're way on a different time frame. All right. Aquarius, what have you got for Aquarius? If there's any downloads or if there's anybody who wants to come through at this time, please send any messages to whoever you need to send a message to, as long as it is in love and light. The Ringmaster of Scrutiny. Okay, discernment, clear vision, and details. Okay, it's the number 9. Definitely. Okay. So the Ringmaster of Scrutiny. So again, listening to your intuition, knowing what you want. What is your vision that you want for your life? It's the number 9. This thing is going to keep circling around and coming back to you until you finally get it or are open to listening to the signs that you're getting, because you are getting signs and you're getting signs from the light. So there's a light worker on the other side that is trying to really show you something, whatever it is in your life, that you need to focus in on. again, it's sort of like the bow and arrow. I can't remember what sign is for. See, I don't remember them once I'm done because they're not for me. So I'm not supposed to remember them. I would have to go back and watch the video and see it. But the thing is that you really need to focus in on what it is. And the only way that you're going to know that is through the unseen. It's not the earth is not going to show you. Your friends are not going to show you. You can go and talk to anybody till you're blue in the face, but they're not going to show you because it has to, the other side is trying to tell you, hey, we're trying to show you, and it keeps coming up over and over and you're ignoring it. Okay, this is where the magic is coming from in. Okay, this is where the magic is. So let's see what else divine has to say for Aquarius. I heard the word focus. I don't know what it is. Oh, wow. Okay. So we have right out of the chute the two of swords. Then we have the world. These are great. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and good old Virgo energy, Five of Cups. All right. So definitely something about a decision. Again, there's a lot of opportunity here. This is something that you want and desire. Again, your mind, you're overthinking it. Your mind is getting in the way. You're not focused in on it. You're looking at all the things that are sabotaging you than what you can actually have and what you can do. The vision isn't clear because you're not clear on your vision because you're too distracted. The opportunities are there. You're not seeing them. You're not looking at the light, is what I'm getting. All right. I don't know what that's for. I don't even remember what I just said. So hopefully that was something that that was being downloaded to me at that time. So let's see what else is going with this. With this decision, you can't see it because you're all these distractions, noise, people. You're not paying attention to the offering of something. I see a gate open, and again, like the Five of Cups, your back is to it. I don't know who that is. You're not seeing the magic because you think that you can't, that the person is not being seen, but you are being seen. Okay, now I just got goosebumps for somebody. So it's like, oh, well, I'm invisible. Nobody really cares. I don't pay attention. That's you telling yourself that. That's that distraction and noise that's causing you to be not clear. It's also, you can't pay attention to details when you get all this shit coming at you. I hear overwhelmed. That's what you're looking at, is the overwhelmed. There are things that you can do to become overwhelmed. That's a choice. That's sabotaging yourself that you're not. I don't know who that's for. Wow, this is a really interesting reading because it's weird how the downloads are coming in. They're more detailed, they're more specific. If you watched my last reading or last couple of readings, it's just words coming through. I'm just like, wow, somebody's really got a message for them big time. I hope they're listening. I hope it really helps. I can't make this stuff up. I can't make this stuff up. Thank you. First card out, making a decision, the devil card. That's the funniest one for me. Reason why? Because you're holding your own self back. And then we have the hangman in the upright. which I was saying about. This is a intuition. This is clear. This is discernment. This is saying I know what I need to be doing, but I'm not doing it. That's an excuse. Okay. Then we have the Two of Swords in reverse, which they weren't in reverse a minute ago. And that's your opportunity, is that you just can't see it. But you have to allow it to come through because you've got the Ace of Wands and the Page of Cups. It's coming if you allow it. And the Knight of Cups, it is moving towards it. Turn this little frigging guy around and look at all the cups that are still standing. There's, even though there's not that many cups, you don't want to be distracted. So that's great. There's only a few cups. Because if you have all these choices, it's overwhelming. And then your flipping head gets in the way. All right. Don't let your head get in the way, because that will give you clear vision if you pay attention to spiritually what you need. And what you need is anything that you can take with you when you pass up through this world, pass on to the next, you can take that with you. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All right. Short reading, but very, very powerful reading. Very powerful reading. Because again, the number 9 is about this cycle that's going to keep happening over and over again if you don't pay attention to the details and the discernment that is trying. And your discernment is your intuition, your self-talk from your spirit, not from your head. As I teach when I coach, it's not about mind, spirit, and body. It's actually about spirit, mind, and body, because I don't want my mind telling my spirit what to do. And that's what the earth says, mind, spirit, and body. No, your spirit starts out with knowing what we need. This is just a vehicle. Spirit saying, hey, I want to drive this way. And I'm like, no, I want to go this way because the earth is saying that. So we let our head get in the way. So it's spirit tells the mind what to do. The mind then moves towards the physical to either speak, say, or do. The body does. So it's spirit, mind, body. It's not mind, spirit, body. If you're mind, spirit, body, then I just like, okay, you're an earthly more than you are spiritual, because you're not allowing your spirit to go. You're overwhelmed because you're overthinking. And where do we get overthinking? Because of the earth. With all the crap that's going on in the earth, we really need to focus in on what we're doing. All right. My dog's doing the bone on the other side. So, but that's where that is. All right. Um, Before I go, I'm going to do, let's see, I'm going to do the earth signs and the fire signs. I've got to do some work, but it's probably not going to be till this evening. If you're in the United States, I'm on the Pacific coast. I probably am not going to come back until about 6:30 or 7 p.m., but I will be live. So if you haven't subscribed, hit the bell, subscribe, hit the bell, and I will come back on. But if you want to ask any questions right now, or if you want me to pick a card for you, if you have a specific question, I will do that now, because I always like to leave about 10 minutes for questions and things. So definitely. And then you can also, if you're shy and you want a reading and you don't have a bunch of money, you can always just go on to Etsy and pick one of, I think I've got like 7 different types of readings so far. Amber. All I heard was somebody's not ready yet, but I heard quite yet. So I don't know if it's you. I don't know if it's your partner. I don't know if ducks aren't in the row. Um, sometimes financially, I'm a heterosexual. So, like if the man doesn't have enough money for the ring or be able to support, sometimes they'll wait a little bit. But there's something that is not quite ready yet. I don't know who that is. Can you say your person's name, or at least their initials? Richard. Richard. I hear the word confused. So, is there some mixed signals that you guys are giving each other? Are you guys being honest with each other? Because there might be feelings there that they're just confused. So, it's really, really important to tell them what you need and want, just like they need to. But a lot of the times, people don't do it because of fear. So, they just keep quiet. That's not a good way to have a relationship together. That's actually a really, really good thing because people, when once that happens, you really complicate things, and you also create a soul tie. And if you want to believe in a soul tie or not, or whatever you want to call it, because I have a degree in nutrition and fitness, and we had to go through all that anatomy stuff. When you sleep together with somebody, you physically have that person's cells integrated into a female. Okay, so that never leaves. So our body absorbs those cells. That's why they say you're connected for life. You literally are, because those cells get absorbed and they don't leave. So if you're sleeping with 10, 15 guys and you're a female, those are getting absorbed in your body and you have a connection to every single one of those. And remember, we're energy. I don't want to connect anybody's bad energy mojo stuff down there because that's going to run with me for the rest of my life. So remember that. So it's really good, I think, because it'll keep things clear, especially if you are an Aquarius, because it will muddle things. And for a person not to, that is very commendable about that because that is not something that usually happens in this day in the world. Okay, well, oh, I didn't know that you guys were a couple already. Um, hmm. Boy, this could turn into a coaching session. It does bother him because it feels like he's being rejected. I don't know if it's he's not interested or you're not interested. Um, but that's the thing is it you're not interested or he's not interested? And it bothers him. Okay, so if it bothers him, then is it because you're not interested in it or you're tired or you're burned out or your feelings have changed? This is something where you guys need to sit down and really talk about it. Hmm. Yeah, this could turn into a total coaching session, which I don't want it to because it's private. Um, well, you might want to think about getting some. I know that this sounds really bad, but couples therapy, the reason why is you might not be on the same page sexually. Do you guys you don't have to answer, but these are questions I would ask you. Do you guys talk about your intimacy? Do you tell each other what you like? Does he ask you what you like? Do you share that? Those kind of things. And this would be for any relationship. You have to communicate, communicate, communicate. You have to check in. This is the new moon this is the full moon energy checking in, okay? This is that energy saying, "Okay, we need to check in." And I would suggest you do it every 6 months or a year. Are we on the same page? Do we love each other? Are we still in love with each other? Am I meeting your needs as a partner? Am I meeting your needs as a wife, a husband, whatever? You need to check in. And this is a great time to do this because it's in the Scorpio energy, it's in the Aquarius energy, it's in the foundation type energies. So this is really, really good. And if it bothers him, then there is something that maybe he needs to share, and you just have to sit down and say, you know what? I got my big panties on. Let's sit down and don't make it a, oh, we need to talk. Nobody likes that. But you just need to say, I need to check in with you, and let's can we sit down and check in, because I'm noticing these things, or I'm thinking, because you might say it's bothering him, but he may not think it's bothering him, because you're not getting his perspective on everything. So you're getting your perspective. And that's when in coaching I talk a lot about, you need to not think about yourself. You need to ask them, what is it you like? What is it you want? What is it you need from me? And hopefully they'll reciprocate so that you guys can fill each other and being on the same page. So maybe, unfortunately, there's a lot of clients that they watch porn, which ruins a complete intimacy relationship. They also don't share what they like, or maybe there's jealousy, or there's all this kind of things. So I would love to hear. You can always email me too. That you've sat down and spoke, and maybe you get just one thing out. And fear's going to hold them back. Just say, you know what? We're grown adults. We got a 6-year-old. You know, we should be talking about the good, bad, and the ugly, and be transparent, because this is how we're going to grow, and this is how we're going to stay together. Because without the communication, it's really really hard. It's Don't put it all on you. You have to realize that you both need to do better. Don't start blaming yourself, because it's not. It's this is two people coming together. So it's two people figuring it out. Two people with a solution. Two people sharing. So don't blame yourself. Well, and it's not no communication, it's how you communicate, because men communicate a million times different than women do. They're more matter of fact, we're more emotional. Okay? So that's the thing. Yeah. But I got to get running, and I will be back tonight, and if any of you are brand new, I will try to timestamp this. I don't know how to do that really quick, cuz I got to go through the video, and I will timestamp it once I'm really done. But definitely I will be back, and it'll be about 6:30, 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right. We shall talk soon. Take care. Thank you. I hope all this helped. All right. Love you guys. Thank you, warriors. You're my warriors. All right. Take care.